question. If we are doing an interview show, how do we make sure that we get the best sound quality from our interviewee? That was the question I just received, and I wanted to jump on this recording right away so that I can give you some quick but very impactful tips on how you can make sure to do that. Just an interesting side note, there are some podcasters that are actually sending their guests microphones like that so that they would record in their home studio with a nice microphone. Of course, those podcasters are usually the Tim Ferrisses. I think it's actually Tim Ferriss who is doing that. So we might not be able to afford that just yet to send all our guests microphones, but they might have a microphone at home. Nowadays, with all these Zoom calls, virtual meetings, check with your guest. Do they maybe have a microphone that they could use? If they do, tell them to plug it in when they are jumping on the call with you. And then you can actually test the sound quality, how it is with them before you do the recording. Some people might not have that microphone ready, and that is absolutely fine. I am usually nowadays recording my podcast episodes with my guests remotely as well. They usually do not have a microphone. So how do you make sure to get the best sound quality from them is that you ask them to wear a headset. That's very important and will help you with the editing so that your sound doesn't come out of the speaker on their end and then record back in. It's a nightmare for editing. So make sure they're wearing a headset. Usually the headsets that we're using nowadays are quite all right with the sound quality. Don't be too hard on yourself. You work with what you have. Headset on, quiet room. If they find it, ideally, that they ask them to really not be on the go. I heard that from other podcasters as well that had people like tuning in from the street. No, please ask them beforehand, be in a quiet room, take that time, give them a heads up how much time you will need so that they will have that time reserved for you. And then, you will never be able to really anticipate other sounds that will happen in their surrounding. But if you tell them to be on their desktop computer, with a headset plugged in, you have done your best to get a good sound quality from your interviewee. So that's my quick tip for you. And again, don't be hard on yourself. It doesn't sound like studio quality recording. You work with what you have. And there are definitely online remotely recording tools that will allow you to get good sound quality as well. I like to work with Zencastr. You can check that one out. But a lot of podcasters also love working with Riverside FM. So check that tool out as well. Actually, that produces better sound quality than if you would record in Zoom. So that's it. Try that out. And I hope this helped. Bye.